Welcome to the Super Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl 3 Final Edition on the Super NES. This is the fourth and final season that I plan on doing on the Tecmo games. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the previous seasons first. Okay, so for those of you who are new to my full seasons, first I did a full season of Tecmo Super Bowl on the NES, and I picked the Packers every season because they're my favorite team. What we do is we see, I think it was 9 games this season, Packer games, and the rest were all like non-Packer games. So I play the Packers every time we see the Packers on my channel, and the computer plays as all the other teams. Now any Packer games that I auto-skipped over, I did not play those games. They were played by the computer, so that's the way that works. So anyways, here in Season 1, we see the Buffalo Bills won their division, 14-2 record. Miami Dolphins had a 10-6 record, so those two teams went to the playoffs. The Houston Oilers had a 13-3 record. Pittsburgh had a 10-6 record. San Diego won their division with a 9-7 record, and the Los Angeles Raiders had an 8-8 record going to the playoffs. So the Raiders were in Los Angeles back at the time. But anyways, those were the 6 teams to go into the playoffs. You could see the Buffalo Bills had the first seed team, and Houston had second, Chargers had third. And anyways, down in the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers won their division with 11-5 record, having the best record. Looks like it's kind of hard to tell who had the second best record between the Giants and Vikings, because they both had plus. See, Minnesota had plus 81 points. The Giants had plus. I don't feel like doing the math, but it was pretty close. Anyway, in the NFC, the Giants and Cowboys went to the division, or went to the playoffs. Vikings and Packers went. I didn't quite win my division that season, but I still made the playoffs. The 49ers and Rams made it. So take a look at the playoffs in the AFC. Houston Oilers had a bye, so did the Buffalo Bills. Round 1, the Dolphins beat the Steelers, and the Raiders beat the Chargers. Round 2, the Houston Oilers had beat the Miami Dolphins, and the Buffalo Bills had gotten beat by the LA Raiders. But then in the AFC Championship, the Houston Oilers beat the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl. NFC, it was the Giants and 49ers with the bye, so it looks like the Vikings were the third seed team. Anyway, I got to play against the Vikings again. Now that season when I played against the Vikings, I had gotten beat in the regular season, so, and then they also beat me for the division championship, so it was kind of a sweet revenge to beat them in the round 1 of the playoffs, 44-14. And the Rams beat the Cowboys in round 1, so in round 2, the Giants beat the Rams. I beat the 49ers. NFC Championship, I ended up getting beat by the Giants. So the Giants went to the Super Bowl against Houston, and as we take a look at the Super Bowl, the New York Giants beat the Houston Oilers 35-14. Season 2, Tecmo Super Bowl on the Super NES. Buffalo Bills won their division again. The Colts also went to the playoffs. Houston won their division with a 15-1 record. Houston was undefeated up until the final game where they finally got beat. In the AFC West, it was the Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos going to the playoffs. NFC East, Dallas won the division. Washington went to the playoffs. In the Central, I won my division this time with a 12-2 record, and the Vikings had the wild card spot. Look at the Dallas Cowboys, went undefeated the whole regular season, 16-0. In the NFC West, the 49ers won their division, and the Saints got the wild card spot. So Dallas had the first seed. I had the second seed, because it's kind of hard to figure out the difference when you got a 12-2 record and the 49ers have a 13-3 record. But if you look at the winning percentage, I had 357. 49ers had, or I had 857. The 49ers had 813, I think it says. So We take a look at the playoffs. Buffalo had a bye once again, and the Houston Oilers had a bye once again. I think those were the two teams that had to bye in the previous season. But anyways, San Diego Chargers beat the Broncos in round 1, 10-7. They moved up to round 2. The Chiefs beat the Colts in round 1, 31-6. They moved up. In round 2, the Buffalo Bills beat the San Diego Chargers 51-0. They crushed them. The Bills were in a hot streak that season. The Houston Oilers, after having their 15-1 record, were looking pretty good. I was hoping to see them go to the Super Bowl against Dallas, because I was figured those two teams were the best and it'd be a pretty good matchup. But Houston's quarterback Warren Moon got injured in that game in round 2 in the first quarter, and the Chiefs ended up beating them 27-15. AFC Championship, the Buffalo Bills beat the Chiefs 20-14, so Buffalo went on to the Super Bowl. In the NFC, I had the bye along with the Dallas Cowboys. New Orleans Saints beat the Redskins 14-10. Going on to round 2, the 49ers beat the Vikings 3-0. Round 2, I beat the Saints 42-7, and the Cowboys beat the 49ers 31-7. NFC Championship, once again, I got beat out, this time by the Cowboys 35-21. So we'll go to the Super Bowl. The Buffalo Bills beating the Dallas Cowboys 24-0, and it's kind of weird because that season that this game was made, those two teams did go to the Super Bowl against each other, the Bills and Cowboys, but the Cowboys won it, so kind of interesting. Okay, so Season 3 was Tecmo Super Bowl 2 Special Edition. I've seen the Buffalo Bills win their division once again, and the Dolphins went to the playoffs. Pittsburgh went to the playoffs that season. I've seen the Seattle Seahawks, Denver Broncos, and the Kansas City Chiefs all going to the playoffs. Dallas Cowboys had a 12-4 record. They went to the playoffs once again. The Eagles and Giants also went. Once again, I won my division, and the Vikings came in second. 49ers also went to the playoffs. This time I had the first seed spot in the NFC. And actually I had the best record in the league that year. So even though I was tied with the 49ers, it goes by points, plus points and minus points. I had over 300 plus points. 49ers had almost 200. AFC Championship, the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. Well, first of all, the Bills and Steelers had a bye. So that's the third season in a row the Bills had a bye in round 1. The Broncos beat the Dolphins, moved up to round 2. The Chiefs beat the Seahawks, moved up to round 2. In round 2, the Denver Broncos ended up beating the Buffalo Bills to go up to the AFC Championship. Pittsburgh beat the Chiefs to go up to the AFC Championship, and in the AFC Championship, the Denver Broncos beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-12 to go to the Super Bowl. In the NFC, it was the Packers and the 49ers with the bye. Dallas beat the Giants 35-8. Philadelphia beat the Vikings 17-14. In round 2, I played against the Dallas Cowboys. I beat them 49-25 to move on up. And the Eagles beat the 49ers 21-8 to move on up. In the NFC Championship, I beat the Philadelphia Eagles 58-12. And in the Super Bowl, I beat the Denver Broncos 30-14. So that was the previous season. This season, New England Patriots won their division this season, but the Bills still went to the playoffs along with the Colts. Houston Oilers were the only team in the division to go to the playoffs. And this time, now they're the Oakland Raiders. They went to the playoff, or won the division, going to the playoffs along with the Seattle Seahawks. NFC East, Dallas Cowboys won the division. No surprise, they always do. Redskins almost beat Dallas for the spot, but last week Dallas came ahead of them. And I dominated my division 14-2. I was the only team in my division to go to the playoffs. The Atlanta Falcons 12-4. The Carolina won the division. Carolina Panthers had 8-8 record. The Rams used to be the Los Angeles Rams. In this game they became the St. Louis Rams and are finished with an 8-8 record. In the playoffs, the Raiders and the Patriots had a bye. Buffalo Bills beat the Colts 24-10. Seattle Seahawks beat the Houston Oilers 35-13. Round 2, the Bills beat the Raiders 24-20. So they kind of got revenge for the Raiders beating them out of the playoffs during Season 1. And we got the Seattle Seahawks beating the Patriots 42-23. In the AFC Championship, the Buffalo Bills beat the Seattle Seahawks 31-7 to go to the Super Bowl. NFC, Dallas Cowboys beat the Rams 30-13. Carolina Panthers beat the Redskins 21-14. I beat the Cowboys 42-20. The Carolina Panthers beat the Atlanta Falcons 7-3. In the NFC Championship, I crushed the Carolina Panthers 57-0 to go to the Super Bowl. So we've seen the Buffalo Bills, who won Super Bowl number 2. We've seen the Green Bay Packers, who won Super Bowl number 3. Those two teams going head-to-head right here. I'll be playing as the Packers, and the computer will be playing as Buffalo. Okay, we're 11 minutes into the video, so this video is probably going to be longer than most of them. Now, we have not seen me lose a game yet this season. I had a 14-2 record, but I only played 11 of those 16 games. So the computer lost those 2 games for me. The Bills have a pretty good running game. Got him. Safety. Reggie White takes him down. So, 2-0 lead. Idiot. I hate it when you work so hard to get so far, 14 yards away, and you get taken down. I don't have much of a running game. I usually do passing plays, but I must say I'm pretty confident in winning this game, but anything can happen. Look at the Houston Oilers in that one season. As I mentioned, they had a 15-1 record, won their division, they had a bye in round 1, and all of a sudden, round 2, the quarterback gets injured, and they went downhill the rest of that game. Adjusting my screen. I played my 2 hockey games yesterday for my full hockey season that I'm doing. I didn't get a chance to upload them yesterday because my internet service was down for 12 hours. I have Mediacom as an internet provider, and at least once a month cable seems to go down. Not just at my house, it's pretty much all over the city. So I had to wait till this morning to upload them. The game's been glitching a lot lately. I hope we don't have any problems this game. Oh, that was a fail. I thought the running back was taking it. I got so many shotgun plays, it's kind of hard to, when they do one, it's kind of hard to figure out which play they're doing. That's pretty sad when Reggie White has to go back and chase after him, because I can't rely on the rest of my players. Packers are kind of like a one-man team, and that one man is whoever I'm controlling, which is on defense. It's Reggie White. It's like he's got to do all the work for the defense. So I had a good start, but those are pretty close to catching up already. It's kind of cool though to see two former Super Bowl teams from my full season going to the Super Bowl in one game. Everybody's covered. I have no choice but to risk an interception. And I got lucky. Check out all my full seasons of Tecmo Super Bowl on my channel. I did 4 full seasons, and when I do the full seasons now, we see many Packer games, but now for all the other teams, I have it set so we see them one time in regular season, and that's it. As for the playoffs, we see every single playoff game. So, no matter what your favorite team is, if it's someone other than the Packers, you could see them play at least one time in each game. Or at least one time in each season, I should say. And if they're good enough to make the playoffs, then you'll see them in the playoffs too. See, every time you kick it to the top part of the screen, you seem to stop him like within the first 5 yards. I kicked it to the bottom and you got out to the 16. That's a pretty good tip. I'm playing this game on the kickoff. You want to kick it to the top. By doing that, you just hold up when you're kicking. Hold the up button before pressing the A. And you press A to kick. I'm seeing a lot of glitches, like little flickers and stuff in the game. I'm going to be really mad if it glitches out while I'm playing this. See, when I'm doing full seasons, I don't like to take the games out of the system and all. I keep them in throughout the entire season, because there have been times in the past where I'd take a game out and put it back in and it starts having problems like power flashes and stuff like that. And sometimes when that happens, it might erase the data. Not so much in the Super Nintendo, but I've had that problem a lot of times with the regular Nintendo. But see, there's another flicker right there. That was a big one. Got him again. So at the first quarter, we're up 16-7. Matt Avanti. 4th down and 40. Okay, after every quarter I like to check my players because their physical condition changes. Brett Favre is in excellent condition, I'll keep him in. Check my running backs. Dorsey Levens can come in. Chaffee cannot. I don't need them though, so Mickens can come in. Ingram and Packers can, all three of them can come in. I don't like putting players in if they're in bad condition. You gotta be average or better. So I never pick up many yards when I run. Might get like a 1st down here and there, but you never see me get like big 30 or 40 yard rushing. Runs like the computer gets. Look at that 2-yard gain. Third and 7. I have a feeling we're going to be punting. I got the first. I definitely got the 1st down. Yeah, because I needed to get, the 47, the 49-yard line. I got 2 yards past the 1st down marker. So I don't see why they had to measure that. I'm kind of glad he threw that one out of bounds because I wasn't too confident of anyone catching that. They're all covered. How do they know exactly where to go? It's like they know exactly what play I'm doing every time. Well, I'm still going to have to end up punting. Yeah. And nobody to throw it to. Cornelius Bennett. I remember him. Watch how short my punts usually are. Look at that. That's the biggest design flaw in this game is they don't give you enough time to get a good punt. I mean, how hard is it in the NFL do you see punters punting like 20-yard punts or 25 yards, whatever that was? You never see that happening in the NFL. That was a 30-yard line chase, fool. You gotta be kidding me. See, now that was just cheating. The quarterback's got half a dozen guys on top of him, just throws the ball no problem. The guy catches it with 2 guys covering him. I mean, you don't even see something that amazing in a Disney movie. Reggie White has to keep going after him. He's got 2 plays in the middle. The other 2 running plays are down to the lower left of the screen, so that's where he keep going. Going for a field goal. I still think they're bluffing. I think they're going to go for a fake run. No, they're stupid enough to go for it. Still down by 6. Would have been much smarter to go for the touchdown, go for a screen pass. I would have anyway. I guess that's why I'm the... I guess that's why I'm the one... I guess that's why I never lost any games this season. Can't believe that. Bryce Paup used to play with the Packers. I wasn't even watching. I was looking at my receivers trying to see who was open. Ten seconds left in the half. I'm going for a bomb for the end zone. Buffalo's putting up a tough fight, so there's no guarantee that I'm going to win this game. Yeah, I'm not even going to score here, even if they would have caught it 45 yards away from the end zone, so... That's the end of the first quarter. Look at the rushing yards. They only got 1 more rushing yard than me. They got 146 passing yards. And I only got 76. That's probably the first time this entire season I was getting beat in yards. I mean, rushing yards I'm usually always getting beat in, but total yards and passing yards, first time for that. 160 to 89. They're leading on first downs 4-3. I'm leading on sacks 4-2. Time of possession 5:45 to 4:15. So they got more yards than me, but I'm still beating them, which shows that I am a much better team, having 16 points out of only 89 yards when they got 10 points out of 160 yards. Here we go to the second half. I love it when they have kickoff return touchdown. 77 yards. Now, the NFC Championship game against Carolina, the very opening play of the game, Leroy Butler had a 90-yard kickoff return touchdown, but here in the third quarter the game glitched, screwed up, so I had to delete the video and do the game all over again. Regular season, Leroy Butler had a few of those kickoff return touchdowns. Usually every season I play this game, he gets a few of them. Time to check my defense. Sean Jones can come in. I don't think I checked my defense last quarter. So Jones and Yurkovich can both come in, and Jones will be coming in because Reggie White's in bad condition. George Kuntz can come in, and he will. point in checking Strickland, Hamilton, or Simmons since I can't replace them. Carter's a fail. Swan can come in. So I'll bring Swan in, and once again there's no point in checking Walker or Teague. Wilkins and Packers, the two players you see in pink, they're injured. I think it's supposed to be red, but looks pink. I'm going for goal line. Why would you audible to a rushing play? Unless you're trying to trick me into audible into a passing formation. Safety. Is that the second or third one this game? Looks like it's only the second one. Oh yeah, that's right, because they had the... Or no, wait. I can't remember now, but according to looking at the points, it looks like it was only the second one, but for some reason I was thinking I had 3 of them against them. Okay, so I could bring Ty Detmer in, and I don't need him yet. Chaffee's a fail. Dorsey Levens can come in if necessary. Check my receivers. Mickens can come in. Ingram can come in. And Packers can come in. Packers is tight end Packers there, generic players. Next best thing next to Brooks. If tight end Packers, if he's in excellent physical condition or good, sometimes I put him in as a running back just because he's faster than all the other running backs I have. I really don't see me doing that good this quarter. Because my main receiver's out, my running backs are slow, and my defensive end, Reggie White, is in bad condition. Look at that, nobody open. What was up with that throw? I thought Brett Favre was an NFL player. Yeah, see, I'm already struggling. I'm up by 15, but Buffalo can change that around and snap. Probably the worst running play I have. I don't know why I even have that one. I better not get blitzed here. jumped off the screen. So after this game, we just got one more football game. That's the Pro Bowl. I'll be computer versus computer. And then we'll do, after that, we got the hockey season still going on. You know, I'm going to kick it up the middle. Watch how far of a return we get. Whoops. Okay, that was a bad kick. But still, look at the yards from the 3-yard line. Look at that, 97-yard return, kicking it up the middle. That's the last time I get to do them any favors. I call it a 96-yard touchdown. I'm surprised you're not going for the 2-point conversion. See, the one time I show them mercy and they take advantage of it, so... Just wanted to show how they cheat when you kick it up the middle, and they did a pretty good job proving my point. Now, if you notice how I often run along the sidelines, you might wonder why that is. Actually, it's a pretty good idea in this game, because if your player fumbles, if you're in the middle of the field and you fumble, there's a good chance the other team's going to recover, because it seems like there's a lot more of their players always around. If you're on the sidelines, there's a 50-50 chance it's going to go out of bounds and the ball will be dead. That's why I always do that. And both my quarterbacks aren't looking too good now. So now, I suppose my whole team's going to be in bad condition. Okay, there's 4 players so far. There's 5. I'm going to have to put a receiver in for my running back, because all my running backs are in bad condition. So it looks like I'm going to have another sloppy quarter. I'm pretty confident winning this game, though. I'm up by 32-17. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, I almost got sacked there, and I just caught it out of my eye at the last second and got rid of it. So I'm not going to kick any up the middle of the field anymore. How do you feel like that? Do something to help them out. Give them a few extra yards and then take it all. Reggie White can come in. John Yurkovich can come in. Okay, now, normally I don't like replacing players if they're all in above bad condition, but Reggie White's a must. I kept Sean Jones in, but another player had to leave. So I could put in Reggie. Another safety. See, when they kick it up the top of the field, I'm smart enough to know that all their defense is going to be going up there, trying to block me. So I run down to avoid them, and I pick up quite a bit of yards. Fortunately, 16-bit artificial intelligence isn't quite that advanced. Everybody's covered. Touchdown! Maybe not. I thought he was. Oh, that guy broke through pretty quick. That's why I waste no time going for extra points. Chris Jackie's a pretty good kicker too in this game, so. Oh, that was a fail. Nine out of 10 times when you go for the onside kick, the computer recovers it. 9 out of 10 times when the computer goes for the onside kick, they recover it, so. Either way, the computer recovers it 9 out of 10 times, at least. Now this season we've seen the kicking team, we've actually seen my team recover it a few times, which is very unusual, but look at that, Reggie White had run all the way downfield to tackle him because he couldn't rely on the other 10 players. Now the losing team for the computer always does it, go for timeouts at the end of the game. It's really annoying. Yeah, who was that? Sean Jones? That was John Yurkovich. Reggie White just got busted right through him. Took him down. Okay, now there's a glitch in the game. It said that was his first sack of the game. His second tackle of the game and his first sack. That's something I don't understand about this game. Is there some type of glitch in it where other people get the credit, other players get credit for things? Like Leroy Butler said I think the stats said he only had like 2 touchdown returns off the kickoff. It gave other players credit for it. I could have swore Leroy Butler had more than whatever it was they said he had. That's the first time I've seen a team go out for a field goal, the losing team go for a field goal in the 4th quarter. I think they're bluffing. We haven't seen a bluff yet, yeah, we haven't seen him fake it yet for field goals or punts. Okay, that ball must have went right through his body. So he was standing right in front of that ball before it got kicked. Whoa, that was close. Here's a play I've only done once this season. actually a pretty good play. I had good luck with that play both times I did it. So they keep going for the dime package. Watch this. I'm going to do a running play this time, and I'll bet you they don't go for the dime package this time. I'm actually surprised. You gotta be kidding me. See? I didn't say anything that time, but this time I picked a running play and they didn't go for the dime package. I'm sure they will this time, though. Look at that. They always know what play I'm doing. I called a timeout. So I want to get my last touchdown. I pressed the B button I don't know how many times and it wouldn't pass. So I ended up catching up on yards, 309 to 194. First down's 12 to 5. I ended up coming back and doing better the second half. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that game. Take a look at these numbers. See, look at that. Sacks. Sean Jones did not have 3 sacks. I think they went and gave Sean Jones all those sacks that Reggie White had. Jim Kelly had a better passing percentage than Favre. You have won. Congratulations, you have won 3 consecutive Super Bowl champions. You must be the best football something. Hey, this is the first time I've seen this ending with the national anthem. So the last 3 full seasons I did of this game, I won them all. That was pretty cool. The first time I have ever seen that ending. I've been playing this game for 18 years, and it must be the first time I won 3 championships in a row. It's So, anyways, hope you enjoyed the season. We got one more game that's going to be the Pro Bowl, but I think this game is kind of the official ending of the regular season, because it's all over for all the teams. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do the Pro Bowl game, and then we will see a few hockey games. Once I get up to video number 499, my upload number 499, we're going to stop right there, and I'm going to start working on upload number 500, which is going to, I'm planning to do an autobiography of my experiences playing video games throughout my life. So from like Atari games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and I'm pretty much going to just be showing video clips of different games I played, and just not all of them, but the most memorable ones. So get a pretty good look at little clips of my favorite games. And if you see any of these games you like, I have these games uploaded on my video channel. You can go ahead and watch the full upload. Some of these games I play from start to finish, where I actually beat them. Other games I play from start to whenever I die. And there's some games I play from start until whenever I just get frustrated and quit. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be the Pro Bowl.